Hi, it's Dr. Matt Harkness with Allied Physical Therapy Wellness Community, where our mission is to get you back to what you love with a simple, habit-based approach that keeps you active and enjoying your life. Well, this Wellness Connection video, we are talking about stress. We all face stress. So consider a holiday, Christmas, a birthday, or perhaps it's a new year and you want to get in shape, or you have finances, some purchases you made and some debt that's getting a little larger than you'd like, and those things can cause stress. So according to the American Society or American Institute of Stress, stress is simply expectation or an obligation that you have to fulfill that you don't have the knowledge, the ability, or resources to do so. So consider happy stress. Say, for example, a wedding and you're getting married, or a graduation from a college or high school, or the birth of a child. All of those things are really exciting, but they do require money, they require increased commitment in terms of time and preparation on top of the other usual things that you're doing. And so they are great, but they are stressful. We call that happy stress. Or consider sad stress, the death of a loved one, an illness, an unexpected illness, or perhaps some financial obligations that you weren't anticipating, you're not prepared for. Those things cause stress, and whether it's happy or sad, stress is not good for your body in the long term. We can tolerate it for a while, but if we don't recognize it and do something about it, it can have some pretty negative consequences. So let's consider the effects of stress. One thing it can do, it can accelerate your heart rate, it can increase your blood pressure, it can increase the clotting factor, it goes faster in your system. It can even lead to something like a stroke. How about our muscles? I always say with my patients and myself that most of the tension that we experience in our muscles is the effects of our mind when we are under stress. So tension headaches can come. You can have back pain. You can not sleep well because you have muscle tension and you have anxious thoughts. So yes, the mind is also impacted. You can get into what I call catastrophe thinking, worst case scenarios, or you can generalize in a negative way that the future is just going to be terrible and it's terrible for all of us. So those are things that can impact us with stress, even your GI system. So you can have a feeling of nauseousness, butterflies in your stomach, nausea. You can have diarrhea and your bowels are not normal. Or you can have even vomiting from stress. So one of the things that I always recommend that you take some time to do some reflection to determine that you are in a stressful state of being. And a lot of times we don't even realize it. So one thing that I like to do is I have a journal here, and I try to write in it a couple times a week, and I can determine how am I feeling, and as I write down what's going on paper, it becomes clear what is giving me stress. And then once we become clear, we can act on it and we can seek to resolve that stress and determine, is that stressful situation realistic, or is it just my catastrophe thinking? So Also, take time to talk to a good friend, take some time to meditate, to be quiet, to turn off the TV, and to get a sense of how are you feeling? What is really bothering you? And sometimes, most of the time actually, it is something that it is out of your control. Or as Stephen Covey would say, it's out of your circle of influence, the news or the economy. But consider what is in your influence. What can you impact? Is it nutrition? Is it reducing the commitments that you have in your life? There are a lot of things that we can do by recognizing and then laying out a simple step-by-step plan to get back on track. So let's take a look at some of the things that you can do to reduce stress. So one of the things that we can do to reduce stress is to have consistent rhythms and routine, and they can be like red flags or orange flags that something is off. So one thing is checking your blood pressure on a periodic basis. They have a lot of nice automatic blood pressure machines. They're not very expensive, and if you want to see, does your blood pressure stay the same? And if it starts to go up, you should see your doctor, and maybe even it's correlated with a stressful time in your life. Also, drinking water. This is our Allied water bottle, and it has times on here: 32 ounces, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you would want to drink one of these in the morning and one of these in the afternoon. So by drinking plenty of water, that will help to keep your system, your physiology in good shape. Also, regular exercise. So something like the stretch bands here, we have these. We have a nice kit that we offer. We've done another video about that, but doing exercise actually releases endorphins and helps to reduce stress and anxiety. Also, reading good books. I really like this book, Eat, Move, Sleep by Tom Rath. It's an easy read, but it does have a lot of data information in there in terms of what the science says. So good reading, or simply a good novel or some good inspirational material, will help you. Also, be sure to weigh yourself regularly, and that can also be an indication that if your weight is going up or going down significantly, that there is something going on and you need to recognize it and take some simple steps and action to reverse that trend. So after almost serving our community for 20 years, yes, almost 20 years, this is our 18th year, we do begin to see patterns of how we can help people most. And surprisingly, it is usually more simple than you would think. So the things that I suggested, good routines, being aware by having, checking different objective measures in your life, blood pressure, weight, water intake, things like that are very helpful. Again, I think most of the stress comes from the mind, of course. So taking that body, mind, and spirit approach, exercise, water, good nutrition, mindfulness, prayer, going to a place of worship. A couple of apps that I really like one is called the Pause app. John Eldridge has a great app. It's called Pause. And then also the Calm app is one that I use a lot. So those are two good things that you can take a moment, turn them on, listen to some inspirational music, commentary, and enjoy this beautiful area here in Southwest Florida. So after you've tried some of these things and you need some extra help, we are here for you. We want to be your guide, whether it's muscle tension, whether it's you're declining in your function, you're having pelvic floor, GI difficulty. Please give us a call. One thing we're doing in this video is we are going to offer a free water bottle for those of you that take action right away and sign up as a result of this video. Say, hey, I need to come in. Simply click on the button here or below and enter in your information, and we will call you and you'll get your free water bottle, and we will see you here at the clinic. Be sure to check out our YouTube page. Our website has lots of great information, ebooks that you can download. We also are on Instagram and Facebook, and we enjoy taking this time to be with you, and we look forward to getting you back to what you love, and have an awesome day.